Hello, and welcome back to Rimworld. So, when we left off, things weren't going so well, and we lost our most precious resources, I'd say, in our guns. So how are we going to recover from that? Well, not exactly sure. We might invest in some better surroundings, and in surroundings I mean defenses, in terms of terrain. Pardon me, that was me cracking my neck. For now, though, I think I'm just going to unforbid this selection. I guess that unforbids the corpses as well. Oh wait, it unforbids these. I don't want those to be built yet. And we're gonna undraft everyone. He's being treated. Lost an ear, that's bad. That's when we're gonna get this hospital up and running real quick. So how far away are we from actually building another gun complex? We're only lacking steel. And actually, the blueprints are already there, which is nice. So if we buy enough steel, we'll be able to make 2 more guns. And in the meantime, we should probably get a shield up here, I think would be. Because then I don't really mind putting a gun in our crops. I think that would be very low opportunity cost. As far as those things go. Honestly, a shield might be worth more than a... than we'd be lacking for power is the thing. It's a hard choice. Nothing permanent, though, besides the ear. Yeah. I think we should be fine. You know, in the long run. We have a trader as well, so when Rusty gets up. Anyway, I'm gonna put it on speed 3 for now. So, in my life, past few days, I wasn't able to record yesterday because there was just altogether way too many things to do. Because of my sickness, I had to recover on a lot of work. I had a midterm the next day. I think I did pretty well on it, all things considered. But there were a lot of other things I had to tackle. I'm trying to remember specifically what my plans were. Mainly cooking, because I had entirely too many vegetables, because I had gone way overboard when I was purchasing for my, for myself, food at the supermarket. I couldn't just, let it go to waste. A charge rifle now, that's super good. A lot of silver, too, from the ransoms, I guess. I remember now. So we'll buy some medicine with that. That'll be good. We might be able to buy an ear, but the problem is that even if I did buy an ear, or like a foot for margin, then there'd be like a very high chance of it just failing outright. I'm gonna sell you, right? Or do we just capture you? Yeah, I think we just captured you. Yeah, I remember now. Oh yeah, that's how we got the raid, is because that ransom was rejected and then these guys came. Okay, so we're not going to risk that for time being. Because we're not in a position to handle another raid. Evidently that one was even too strong. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... How much wood do we have? Wood traps deal considerably less damage than the granite traps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to security, and I'm going to build a whole bunch of wooden deadfall traps, because that'll at least weaken them. We should have more traps, and if I wasn't dumb and made all enemies explode, then these would be granite, but for right now they're going to be wood instead. I still can't double click. Bothers the crap out of me. I don't know what's on with that. Dead game. That's a mass select as a mod. You can select everything indiscriminately, and it's kind of beautiful in a mixed up way. Can you hold this? Thank you. Tomorrow, and the reason I want to get an episode in today, because even it's actually 11 p.m. when I record this, which is a lot later than I normally like to record. This is now about the time where I'd like to be going to bed. I mean, not that I feel bad about it. I'm playing video games. It's like, it's not a big deal. But the point is, I want to record something so that I will have videos up on YouTube, so I won't have to record immediately on Monday night in order to post something. I'll have at least until Tuesday, although hopefully I'll be able to record. I'll be bringing this laptop while I'm traveling, and hopefully I'll be able to record then. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that, just current events, as always. I cooked today a quinoa dish. I had some leftover vegetable parts that I didn't want to eat, so I made them into stock. And with the stock and some of the store-bought stock, I mixed in carrots, celery, and a leek and a bell pepper, and then added about 2 cups of that 3-color quinoa. And then I just cooked it to the package direction, and then I froze all of it. I didn't eat a single one because I have been doing nothing but cooking and then storing the leftovers. Pardon me. And it's kind of wild because the entire freezer, like half the freezer, is just filled up with my leftovers. Hauling bot must be going and grabbing stereo eatables and... What is it? Oh, there it is. Just came back. Yeah, it's hauling the... Now it's going off. Yeah. Hauling bot running a marathon every day. But thank God for Kitchen Bot, though, because without Kitchen Bot, I think we'd be in a pretty bad space for food. So, we're probably gonna have Raymond equip the charge rifle. Now, the one problem is that the Kitchen Bot has only a growing skill of 4, so it won't be able to plant Heel Root or Smoke Leaf, I believe. Smoke Leaf? It's 4, so we'll be able to plant that, so it'll get to it, but it won't be able to plant Heel Root. For sure. Or Devil Strand. You planted 1 and now you're going for a walk? I didn't know he had Green Thumb. What the world needs is more plants. There was I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but there was a windstorm that was totally wild on Wednesday, which was 2 days ago at the time of this recording. And knocked some people out of power. Which is super nice for me because I got an extension on all my assignments even though I didn't lose power. But it sucks for everyone else. Raymond. My friend, equip this. You're a veteran, you deserve it. And I can't double click things, so I am irritated. How many blocks do we have? Not enough for me to be comfortable about doing this, so I'm just going to use wood instead. So some people are still out of power, and that must really suck. And what my university is doing to compensate is it's giving them $40, I believe, of its school currency, which you can only use like for meal plans, basically. $40 per day for not having power. And I was thinking to myself, you know, really? You think so? Now, if we had any electricity, we might go for the electric cremation, but we have none of that. Ah, it sucks. Yo. Yo? So this is why I wonder why I have batteries at all. I'm actually going to uninstall this, because without batteries I don't think you can have the zip event. I'm gonna be one of those, huh? So I'm thinking about how to handle this. And the way I think I'm going to handle this is I'm going to dismantle this so that hopefully the fire won't spread. Yo, I told you to do something, do it. Alright, so I'm gonna turn everyone... The 2 people that can do firefighting, I'm gonna turn them off of it. Holy crap, I had no idea we were so poor on firefighting. I'm gonna say, you hold this. I'm going to say reinstall that here, reinstall this, because I'm a sucker for symmetry. Move your bed. Alright, draft, forbid. Go here. Go here. Sorry, I'm just no commentary right now because I'm super focused on not having my entire base burned down. And then I guess we'll rebuild it all with stone. And we'll... Oh crap, you kidding me? Because it's so hot in here, this place... Okay, well... This might be where our campaign goes up in flames, but I'm tish. Well, I guess Rusty's gonna just have to fight his way out. I just don't think there's any way. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna say. I know for a fact that if this continues the way it's going right now, it's going to literally destroy my entire base, and there's nothing I can do about it because of one faulty battery. So I have two options here. One, I have three options. One, I have total integrity and just let it play out. Okay. Two, I could cut my recording, reload, and do everything without it happening. Three, I can use development mode mods to extinguish all the fires. I think I'm going to go with 3 because I've already been punished for my mistake to a sufficient extent where I feel like if I let it go much longer, it's going to be in an unrecoverable position. And I know that's not like exactly the proper way to do it, but this is why I have Zit turned off. This is why I have Zits turned off in real life too. This is one simple trick. This is why I have that event turned off, because I think it's very difficult to deal with. Now, you should be saying, well, but wait, why is your entire base made out of wood? And I would be asking you, why does it get to 651 degrees when something catches on fire in an enclosed environment when the lack of oxygen should immediately snuff every fire out if you just close the door? That's because that's the question I would ask you in return. And if you can answer that question, alright, I'm wrong. I'm wrong, and you can write a comment about it if you really want to. But I'm going to... What is it? Explosion extinguisher. Alright. We are never going to use batteries again. Hold these open. It's open. And furniture. Bed. Side. Rescue. So hopefully this will all diffuse out this way. Slowly. What's all this? Oh yeah, fire foam. Right. Oh, bulk goods trader, just in time. No path. Oh right, is any doors forbidden still? Excuse me? I can't use this even though I'm standing right in front of it? You saw me use it at the beginning of the episode. Unforbid everything. Well, maybe we'll just wait until things go back to normal. Does Hauling Bot not get affected by heat? It's not. I'm going to deconstruct all of this. Cancel. We should cancel first and then. Excuse me. And then deconstruct. Please. Wait, I mean, like, that should be actually. But anyway, and once it's deconstructed, we will rebuild it in stone. And it will be good. You have a path now? Yeah, you do have a path. Alright, we'll sell all our food because we don't know any better. And we will then immediately move all our silver because that's not been moved. Alright, and now that we've done that, we'll buy some components. We will sell cloth, fur, joints. Could we buy a plasteel? I don't know. I don't know, man. We'll sell cocoa because we don't need it or anything. Give me your steel. Where's your steel? Here it is. 812. Alright, that will kickstart a lot of what we need to do. Spend the rest of it on like 100 plasteel. Would help out with what else we need to do. We need to stockpile plasteel to just build a giant core drill, and then we'll get everything else from that. Okay, we have a gun now. And we can get a... What's our power supply looking? Not great. We can turn this off now. Because I believe that the shield takes 1500, if I remember correctly, and it hasn't changed. Oh, roof collapse, well. Then we build a granite block wall. 2. Like so. Like that. Baked polenta. Well, it's food at least. Extreme break wrist. Alright. Probably you don't have to sleep outside anymore. Alright, so we need someone to be on cleaning, and that's going to be Raymond, because he is the only one that really can. God, this place is a mess. Yeah, I expected to get a little bit more done this episode, but I was too busy in the process of wrecking my own base. But that is why you do not build batteries. That's not good. I think that this is a good position. The only other place I would like think about putting it would be like somewhere around this area. But that's already covered. Oops. Right there. And with a shield, we'll be able to ransom this prisoner without fear. Shields are amazing, and they're very overpowered. Very expensive. What is people's opinions about their barracks? Awful barrack. What's the beauty rating? Hideous, all around. Seems good. Come on, slave, get back to work. Where did Zeppy get a jacket? Oh. Oh yeah, it's not connected to power. We need to build up power. Oh yeah, it doesn't have power because there's literally not enough power. Right. So we need to turn something off in order to activate this shield. Or alternatively generate more power, which we might be able to do actually. Yeah, we actually do have enough to build the advanced geothermal generator. So we'll do that instead, and then we'll have plenty of power to do whatever we want. And that's how we'll close out the episode. At least end on a happy note, because... man, this has been a disaster of an episode. And then we'll probably ransom Zeppy in the next episode, for better or for worse. Put some doors in. Place is looking a little bit better than when we started the episode. Thankfully. Yo, Aurora. Preserved by Nikolai. Yo, just one more thing before you go to bed. Yeah, I think that in XCOM things might be a little bit different. 7,500. I forgot how much that generated actually. Alright, so now we have a shield. With 6,996 power to spare. That will do it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining us. Remember to take care of yourself. And have a good night.